You are a wild dream, a reason to remain asleep. They should build skyscrapers and name them after you. If you were metal, you'd be something out of this world, crashed into earth, discovered only by digging deep. Your existence is legendary, and each day you walk this earth, history is made. Your voice is both a sweet symphony and a battle cry. Nothing but anthems come forth from your lips. You are a woman, a majestic being. You are my wife, my truest love. We are here today to celebrate the love that Audrey and Tom have for each other, and to recognize and witness their decision to journey forward together in their lives as husband and wife.
Audrey, I've had a hard time believing today is not a dream. And everyone here knows that I'm not a loquacious person. So I've tapped into some of the greatest speakers and writers to help me profess my love to you. Baby doll, with you by my side, I believe we can survive any pressure test thrown at us because we have the amazing ability to work together, talk, and solve all problems through our ability to conquer. Fierce like Bernadette, patient like Amy, beautiful like Penny. It's the first time in life I've ever seen anything get right on TV because a beautiful person such as yourself has been suckered in by a spaz like me. I promise that when I am old and going insane, you may reap all the benefits. We will never need floors of rich mahogany and leather-bound books because everybody already knows that you are kind of a big deal. And lastly, I promise to take you to high-end open houses for just wonderful spreads and not divorcees. I love you so much.
I love you so much. I've heard people say vows hundreds of times, and they always just seemed like words. Then you came along, and those words came alive. They made sense, they had meaning, and it all became very clear that every vow, every poem, every love song that I've ever heard made sense because of you. And when I first met you, I was rebuilding myself. I was learning who I was again. And as I've said before, who I turned out to be was meant for whom you turned out to be. And the biggest compliment I could ever give you is that you helped me become the best version of me. I fell so deeply in love with your smile, your laugh, your silliness, and your kind soul. I love when you sing and you make silly faces and you get really into it, like, hello. That's my favorite.
To me, you're looking for.
I love that you bring me coffee in bed every morning. I love what an incredible dad you are. You're sweet and silly, and you love your kids fiercely. I love how you show my kids the best example of what true love and partners are supposed to look like. I love that you make me feel heard and seen and validated and understood. I especially love how much you love me. I have never once had to question or doubt it. I have had the best years of my life with you, and I'm so excited that now you're going to be stuck with me forever. I promise to continue laughing with you every day, as your laugh is contagious and wonderful, and is one of my favorite things to hear. I promise to listen and hear you always. I promise many more outside adventures with hammocks, streams in the middle of nowhere, sunrise hikes, tents with air mattresses, and adult beverages.
I promise to forever be grateful and so thankful for having you in my life and for choosing me to spend your forever with. Most importantly, I promise to always love you with the same intensity as I do today, if not more. I constantly feel like I dreamed you into existence, and I fell in love with you almost immediately, and it only continues to grow. You are my person and my best friend, my true soulmate, and you are the Michael to my Holly, and you're the Sheldon to my Amy. And I'm just so excited to now be your wife, and I love you more. Hoop and flop forever.
May you two savor this moment. Remember to live in deep commitment to your friendship, your love, and your marriage. For you both are to uphold the many traits of a solid lifelong partnership. Respect, integrity, appreciation, admiration, and my favorite, playfulness. From this day forward, may you both exist together in harmony, living a life that leaves a mark on this earth for the better. At this time, you may seal your vows with a shot. Cheers! It is my greatest joy to say that by the power vested in me by the state of North Carolina, I now pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. Presley. You may share your first married kiss. You will not find a love that is perfect, but you will find a love that reminds you that goodness exists. This love, it will inject honey into the soul of you. It will feel like warmth when cracked within your bones. And you will see how it learns you and fights for you and stays to weather the storms by your side. You will be reminded that there will be hope to be found pouring from the fingertips of another human being, tucked between the layers of the things you have yet to discover about them. This love, it will not shy away from the depth of you. This love, it will not flinch at the sight of your darkened past. It will hold you there. It will not run from you when you take off your mask. No, you will not find a love that is perfect, but you will find a love that reminds you just how worthy you always were. This love, it will show you that you were never asking for too much, that the way you were incapable of loving in halves was not wrong. This love, it will show you that it was always okay to be the kind of person who loved in a way that was full and nourished and hopeful all over. That it was always okay to be the kind of person who could never shy away from their heart. This love will teach you that you were never too much. You were always enough. You were always enough.